I want to share with you 2 red flags that will get you absolutely crushed as a beginner day trader unless you change your ways, or flat out, if you refuse to change your ways, don't even try trading if you have either of these red flags within your approach to the market, because they will get you crushed. There's no question about it. There's no theory about it. You will get crushed. And maybe that seems like a very arrogant position on my part, but for those of you that are not beginners and choose to watch this video, let me know in the comment section. Is what I'm saying true? Have you done either of these, and how'd that turn out for you? I know it didn't turn out well because these are just bad things, and why they're red flags. So I had an interaction on YouTube, and it illustrates 2 of these red flags that you better be very careful of as a beginner. So the first comment here, I need to earn income. Now maybe that doesn't sound like anything bad, but I want to focus on that word need. If you need to make money trading, don't even try. If you need to pay the mortgage, or you need to pay rent or a gas bill, again, don't even try trading. There's gonna be way too much mental pressure on you. There's gonna be way too many things going on just from a mental standpoint. Forget about everything else that you kind of gotta remember as you analyze and put together trade plans. Set all that aside. Just strictly from an emotional and a mental standpoint, way too much pressure as a beginner. Your mind, your emotions are not gonna be able to take all that pressure generated from the fact that you need to be making money. So if you're approaching this as a beginner and you need to make money in order to pay bills or what have you, just don't. You've gotta have a job, you've gotta have other income sources coming in to alleviate that pressure of needing to make money. He then asked, how soon can I start earning once I understand? No, that would make sense, because if he needs to earn money, well then part of that is, well, I need the money, so how long is this gonna take? So I go and answer his question and say, well, for me in my program, I can't answer that question because I don't know how your brain works. For example, my course, my program is 500 hours and growing of content. Now that does not mean that you have to do 500 hours of video, but my point was, you know what, maybe you learn about a concept and you decide, okay, I only needed 1 example, I understand. Okay, fine, maybe you learn about a concept and somebody needs 2 or 3 examples. Well, my program will offer those additional examples. Doesn't mean that you have to use them, but my point to him was, so I don't know, because somebody that needs additional examples, yeah, it's gonna take them longer. And not there's anything wrong with that compared to somebody that only needs 1 example. So that's what I was trying to convey to them, that, you know, I get it from a make the sales standpoint. It'd be really good to tell them something that sounds really good. But from a just genuine standpoint, I don't know, because I don't know how your brain works. I don't know how quickly you absorb information. So that's what I try to convey to them. And then they reply back with this: I know there are no guarantees. Now real quick, I do want to give this person some credit. Good job. I'm glad that they've approach this knowing that there's no guarantees. The title of this video would have been 3 red flags if they had said, okay, so there's guarantees in the market, right? That would have been another red flag. So hopefully you already know that there's no guarantees. And then, like I said, to this person's credit, good job. You realize that there are no guarantees. But do you think that I can start trading within a week of your course? Absolutely not. Within a week, that is crazy talk. If you are in that much of a rush, if you think that trading can be learned within a week, and even maybe, well, no, he meant after he finishes your course, will he be ready after a week? Even under that context, no way. And that includes if you take my course, okay? My course is not magical. Nobody's course is magical. It takes more than a week. It takes more than a small amount of time before you will be able and ready to go out there and consistently trade, consistently manage risk. And again, you sprinkle on top of all this the fact that they need to make money. That's just a bad recipe. So red flag number 1, if you need the money, that's not good. Red flag number 2, if you have some sort of warped idea of how quickly it actually takes, or how slow it takes, or your time is off in regards to, how long all this takes to figure out, such as a week, that is a massive red flag. You've got to have those realistic expectations, and the realistic expectations is why I can't tell you how long for sure. It's definitely not going to be a week. It's definitely not going to be any sort of small amount of time. So I hope this helps. I hope that you already knew these things, but as you just saw here, some people don't know it, and that's okay. When you're just getting started and you're a beginner, you don't know what you don't know, and part of that is not knowing what realistic expectations actually are. So I hope this video can help you at least start to establish some realistic expectations. So again, have you rushed when you got started, or did you show up, going slowly? or did you show up needing the money? So those are really the two things. Do you have experience with any of those? Let me know down below. Either rushing and going too fast, or you showed up and you needed the money and you put too much pressure on yourself. Like I said, share those down below so that beginners realize that I'm not just randomly making this stuff up, because these things really are red flags and they will hinder and destroy your trading if you don't take account of them. So I hope this helps, and yeah, avoid these two red flags for sure. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.